Hello, I'm Dr. Amy Thompson, and I'm the CEO of Covenant Children's Hospital in Lubbock, Texas. I'm also a practicing pediatrician. I'm what they call a pediatric hospitalist, so I take care of sick kids in the hospital still as well. And it's my privilege just to talk to you today and have this opportunity to welcome you guys back to school this fall. So thank you guys for all the work that you are doing. I'm acutely aware of teachers right now. I just sent my oldest son off to college, so dropped him off this weekend, and I'm just so grateful for the place that you all have played in folks like my child's life and just the difference that you have made with them. So thank you for the work that you do, and we just want to come along with just kind of a message of support for you as you start back to school. I also know that you play a huge, important role, not just in teaching our students, but also you play this huge role in the formation of their lives. And so for many of them, you are their confidants. You become the place where they come and receive so much care. And so I know that these things are on your mind as you're coming back to school, especially in the midst of this pandemic that we've been living for the past few months. I think the things that are on people's minds are not just the well-being of the children and how it is that they'll care for kids, but also their own personal well-being. And we just want to just kind of touch on a few of those things this morning. I do stand with the American Academy of Pediatrics, and I do believe that the classrooms are the best place for our kids to be, provided that we can keep them safe. And I do believe in the role and just the huge role that you guys play and education plays in the lives of our kids. So just know that we are behind you and support you as you do this fantastic work of calling that the Lord has called us all to in the lives of our kids. So if you look at the Covenant Children's, we always have a kite on our logo. And so how I'm going to talk today about some of the precautions that we want you to take as you enter back to school is we're just going to remember the word kite. So my first one is K, and it's keep your mask on. So if there's nothing else that I get across to folks today, it's the importance of masking, not just for you all, but for the students. And so we want to encourage you at all times to keep your masks on. These are obviously what I refer to as level 1 masks, so these are even cloth masks or anything that can be used to cover. We really believe in the efficacy of those, and we know that when you're wearing those, droplets that typically come out of your mouth, so droplets come out of your mouth when you're talking, when you're singing, when you're shouting, any of these kind of things, and that by wearing a mask of really of any kind, you do significantly drop down on the transmissibility of those droplets. So when we say keep your mask on, I wish that on the front of every mask that what we could put is love your neighbor. So when I ask my 11-year-old, why do we mask? He knows to answer because we love our neighbor. So we mask so that we keep other people safe. So K is keep your mask on. I is increase the distance between you and your neighbor. So this is what we're referring to as social distancing. When we say 6 feet, people are oftentimes ask me, how far is 6 feet? And I always say it's about the distance of 2 arms lengths. So if you have somebody who's about 2 arms lengths away from you, that's a good social distance. And this is going to be an important thing for us to do as we go back to school, and I do think something that's going to take a little getting used to. The masking, in my opinion, is an easier thing to do. Social distancing takes some effort. I have had to, even in my own household, we talk about the importance of learning new things. So in our house, we air hug, so we do a lot of air hugs and elbow bumps and things like this to show our love to one another, but also to keep and encourage that social distancing. So just a reminder to you and to the students to make sure that you keep your good social distancing. So T is take time to wash your hands. Man, moms are everywhere, and I feel like my children know that I've been the stickler carrying around the antiseptic gel and stuff in my purse forever. But man, you need to take time to wash your hands. And so every time that you think about it, you should either put something on your hands, the gel sanitizer, something like this, or actually wash them in the sink. One of the things that we say whenever washing is we teach kids to sing the happy birthday song. If you sing the happy birthday song, that's an appropriate amount of time to actually wash your hands with soap and water. So take time to wash your hands and just make sure that you're encouraging your students to do the same. All right, and the E is for evaluate your symptoms daily. And if you aren't feeling well, stay home. I think that the same is true for teachers as it is for doctors. Many times over the years, because I don't want to burden someone else on a day that I feel sick, I have come into work when I'm not feeling well. And I will tell you that one of the things that COVID has provided for us is the importance of understanding our symptoms, and if we are sick, to stay home because we are putting other people at risk. I think one of the biggest benefits of taking daily temperatures that we do here at the hospital is simply by encouraging people who are feeling sick just to call in and take a day at home. Remind your students of this as well. Think about your symptoms daily and make sure that you evaluate yourself before you come in to school. So these are just a few 4 precautions that I'm going to recommend that you take as we try to come back to school in the fall. Once again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your love of students. My mom was a teacher, and so I still believe that one of the highest places and the highest callings that you can have is teaching students and what it is that you do with our youth. So lastly, I just want to remind you as well, we believe so much in masking that Covenant Children's Hospital, we've supplied a mask, a gator-like mask, for every student that's going back to school. And so please know that this is because we believe in masking and we believe in doing what it is that we can to curb this illness. So thank you guys, and God bless you.